The protagonist noted that everything was correct. The soldiers of Frontier County, after so many hours of work and training, could control the power of mana, and each of them was able to defeat up to 10 opponents at a time. The men emitted a blue aura when they worked. Lloyd noted that they most often used their strength in construction. The orc brought his hand to his cheek, after which he rose to his feet and took a fighting stance, emitting a red aura. The man moved his legs to the sides, emitting a blue aura. The man stood in combat readiness. The orc spread his arms to the sides, preparing for battle. The sergeant stared intently ahead with his arms outstretched. The orc jumped off his seat, heading towards Greg. Suddenly Bayern appeared from the side of Greg, saying that he was too slow. The boys stood motionless after Bayern appeared. The manager looked at the sergeant with displeasure, asking why he was still lounging around when he had been waiting for him for a long time, and that he had decided to fool around while his salary was dripping. Greg apologized to the man. Greg followed the manager with his head down. Bayern said that he was going on a business trip, so he should pack his things, noting that he was entrusted with the task because he trusted him, and he was screwing up before he even had time to set off. Greg looked back with displeasure, frowning. Bayern said that working hours were called that because that was the time he had to work, and he didn't care what he did after the workday was over. The red-haired orc rubbed his cheek, glaring angrily at the sergeant. The boys turned their backs to each other, glaring at each other. The bright sun illuminated the estate. Bayern and Greg were standing near a horse in the stable. The sergeant asked if they were going to come all the way to Cremo just to ask for backup. Bayern said that was true, and Mr. Lloyd said that he was planning on starting a large-scale project that would affect lives. Greg looked at the manager in confusion. Bayern looked at the sergeant, raising his eyebrows. The sergeant said that he didn't think that was necessary. The protagonist slumped in his chair, throwing his head back. The system announced that his accomplishments and the compliments he had collected were giving a combined effect. The protagonist looked at the system window with a weary look, asking what other effect. The system announced that he had punished the traitor of this county and paid off his debt. Greg walked